Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Oh, money, money, money.
Welcome back, YouTubers, to our Money in the Bank predictions video, where money is made and titles are made and new stars are hopefully going to be made.
What else is made of money? It's British Fist.
Yes, definitely.
Gotcha.
Where the money's at. I am Mr. Parkin, of course, one half of the British Fist, and the guy sitting next to me, he is the other half of the British Fist. It's NJ.
What's up?
What's up, NJ? What's up to you guys out there? Money in the Bank coming up. This is one of my favourite pay-per-views of the year, by the way.
I would say mine is, but I prefer that WrestleMania.
Yeah, okay. We all have our opinion. Make sure you guys subscribe above, of course, like this video, and comment your thoughts down below.
And be sure to contact us in the links in the description box below.
Yes, of course. And if you have any predictions yourself, make sure you let us know. To this pay-per-view, to this weekend, this Sunday, it's all about this briefcase. And even though it's mirrored and you can't see it, it says Money in the Bank. We didn't think about that one before we did this, did we, NJ?
No, we did not.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. It's still a Money in the Bank briefcase. I wish I could just cash this in on fucking Orton or Cena now, don't you think?
Take the top of those two,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely. But anyway, one thing I do want to ask you, NJ, before we go into this video properly is, what are your thoughts on the hype to this pay-per-view at the moment? Ever since the last pay-per-view, Capital Punishment, which was pretty shit, we would say. What's been your opinions on the hype going into this pay-per-view?
I guess they've tried, because they've had like all the many competitors in a tag match.
Yep.
They've had Orton and Christian going at it all the time. The Cena and Punk thing has been going great. I've been liking that.
Yep.
So I think they've more concentrated on them two more than the others, I think.
I think the two Money in the Bank matches were all there set. I think WWE thought to themselves, you know, the matches are going to be good, so there's no real point in hyping it too much. It was just 8 people put in the match, of course. The Cena Punk angle has done really well going into this pay-per-view. It's one of the reasons why people are going to watch this. But for me, the hype overall hasn't been great, in my opinion. I think that WWE have been a bit lazy with this, just because they know they've got 2 Money in the Bank matches, and we've only got 6 matches booked for this pay-per-view. And really, we need more, especially on a 3-hour pay-per-view, don't we?
I guess some are going to be announced at the last minute,
Yep.
just to fill up more time.
Yep.
So they're not going to be exciting matches, I don't think.
Yep. And of those, and talking about that now, before we go into this again, what matches could they add? A tag team title match? Maybe Zeke versus Ted DiBiase for the Intercontinental Championship? We had a little idea of Zeke versus maybe Dolph Ziggler, an interpromotional mid-card title match, maybe?
Even though, the thing about this, as they're going to be last-minute matches, they're going to be matches that people don't really care about.
Yes.
The only thing I want to say is, again, the thing they've done with this Money in the Bank, most of the matches they could have made, they put them into Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
You've got like Alex Riley and Miz in one. You've got like in Smackdown, you've got who have we got in there?
Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater now.
So you've got
Rhodes
Ryan.
and Bryan.
You've got Ryan was in the match. They couldn't have really done much anyway.
No, to be honest, that is true. Shall we just go straight on to this first match, which is the Divas Championship match between Kelly and Brie Bella. And of course, the British Fists, or as we like to call them, the British Fists, have been voting their predictions on this one. We had 5 votes for Kelly, none for Brie Bella, and a special mention to 7 for Toilet Break. And why is that, MJ?
Because over the last couple of months to maybe years even, the Diva match has just been appalling.
Yes, they have. And to be honest, in this match, Kelly is going to walk out. She's just won a championship. There's no reason why she should lose. She's going to win this match. But for me personally, it will be a toilet break because I know this match is not going to be very good. It's Brie Bella, for fuck's sake.
And I think it's a bit boring going back and forth between those two. You could have had other Divas that more deserved in it.
Yeah,
sadly not.
Definitely. We'll move on to the next match now, which is Big Show versus Mark Henry. Now, this is a match that's been sort of... It's had a lot of hype behind it, and and we've had a lot of time to build to it. But it's just one of those matches where it's just you see it on paper and you think it's not going to be as good as all the hype is going to suggest.
Well, the thing I thought about this match was
I'm still doing that, MJ. God's sake, no insight, just okay. Fair enough. There's no reason. Again, Mark Henry's getting this huge push at the moment. There's no reason why Mark Henry should lose this match, which, in my opinion, which is also echoed by the British Fists when they say that they gave 1 vote for Big Show and 10 votes for Mark Henry. He's been getting this push. Why would they make him lose unless it's a double DQ or something?
Well, Big Show did make the point on Smackdown. He wants Mark Henry to be growing in the WWE. He wanted what everyone's been waiting for 15 years. So I think Big Show should go all the way. Mark Henry should go all the way.
Definitely Mark Henry, not Big Show.
Yeah, we're not going to go through that anymore.
The whole match, but anyway. The next match we have is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Randy Orton and Christian, and we had... I think we pretty much know who's going to win this match. We'll just say it right now. It's going to be Randy Orton who's going to win. The British Fists think the same thing as well. 9 votes to 3. Do you see anyone else other than Randy Orton winning this match?
Well, I look at it and think Orton losing the top to Christian. I don't see Christian holding on to, because if he does, let's just add up, think what happened. Who would be next one to beat it off Christian?
No, I don't know. There's only
Probably
one. There's only one main event's face, so it's going to be Orton either way, isn't it?
So either way, who cares if Christian wins? But he won't. It's going to be Orton.
Let's just hope this rivalry ends, because I really want to see some guys like like Sheamus and Wade Barrett go against Randy Orton for the title now. I just hope this thing ends. It's one of those rivalries that it's only been going on for about 2.5 months, but it seems like fucking ages now, because we've seen it so many times, and it's just been so bad the way they've done it.
Yeah, Christian made a point in the contract time. He's had matches before with Orton, and I've just had enough now.
Yeah, let's just hope they get this match. Even if Orton does win, I don't care anymore. Just let this match get over with now.
That is true.
Let's go on to the Money in the Bank ladder matches, because these are the 2 matches that are going to be the standout matches of the night, in my opinion, because you've got 8 guys and 2 ladder matches. They always put on... They're always great matches, aren't they, these Money in the Bank ladder matches?
And the wrestlers that we have in this match are going to be putting their bodies on the line, so it's going to be something big for each one of them. Because most of these wrestlers that are in it, it's their first time in Money in the Bank.
Yes.
So they're going to experience what ladder matches are really about.
First, we'll talk about the Smackdown Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Wade Barrett versus Cody Rhodes versus Sheamus versus Justin Gabriel versus Heath Slater versus Kane versus Sin Cara versus Daniel Bryan. 8 guys there. And who do we think is going to win this one? What did the British Fists people think?
Wade Barrett with 6. We have Rhodes with 4. Sheamus with 2.
And the rest of them got none. I would say, this match has got a lot of high flyers in it. We've got Justin Gabriel. We've got, guys like Sin Cara who can really high fly there. You've also got a good mixture of big guys in there. But for me, Wade Barrett has to win this one.
Because the other ones, they haven't really proven themselves.
No.
They've had matches, over the last couple of weeks, they've had a few matches, but the only one that looks like it's been built up properly is Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes.
And maybe even Daniel Bryan to some extent.
And maybe
but
Sheamus.
The weakness of this is shown by the fact that Heath Slater's in this Money in the Bank ladder match. You couldn't put the Smack. It really shows how weak this SmackDown roster is at the moment. I would rather see Ted DiBiase in this match.
It would have gave him maybe...
Or Zeke.
If let's say Ted managed to win, that would have got him out of this losing streak. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits if they had other wrestlers in than Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater.
For me, there's only one guy that can win this, maybe 2. You got, Barrett is the obvious one. Rhodes is another one, but Sheamus at the moment, people say he might win, but he's already in this main event scene at the moment with Orton at the moment, it seems. So why make him win when he's already won the title twice? This is the kind of match where you want to get a new guy in, like Wade Barrett, who's never won the title. And Daniel Bryan as well has a little bit of a chance, in my opinion, but I don't think he'll win, simply.
They've all mentioned going for the title, apart from Sin Cara, but...
He won't win, Sin Cara. No. Too early for Sin Cara.
So I'm going to say, yeah, it's got to be Wade Barrett, because it all adds up to the future.
Definitely. We then have the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match, which has got considerably better wrestlers in it, in my opinion, would you say? And it's mainly just because Raw has a better roster and it's the #1 show, so that's obviously going to be the case.
That's true.
We have Alberto Del Rio versus Miz versus R-Truth versus Alex Riley versus Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger versus Evan Bourne versus Kofi Kingston. And one of the first things I want to say here is, isn't Del Rio already the #1 contender?
From that match he had, yes.
Yeah, so why is he in this Money in the Bank ladder match when he's already guaranteed a #1 contendership? Why don't they have someone like Dolph Ziggler in there, or someone like Drew McIntyre in there? Some guys that deserve to be in Money in the Bank, because they haven't really had a chance at the title yet.
Again, if they did bring in like Drew McIntyre, that could have saved him from his flipping losing streak, or not even appearing.
At least not involved at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So they've done that kind of wrong. Yeah. Like Kofi Kingston, he's pretty much gone now. Bourne, well, whatever's going to happen to him. And Swag, I guess this is going to be a stepping stone for him to come back. So the ones they've got in, they do make sense, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Alberto is the odds-on favourite to win this. I can see maybe R-Truth winning it, and there's a small part of me, I don't know what it is, because of the way they've booked him at the moment, because he's been booked very strong, that they might make Alex Riley win it, and if they do, it's just going to be such a bad thing, because although he's a good wrestler and I do like him, it's going to be way too early for someone like Alex Riley to win a Money in the Bank.
It would, but our fists...
of course, yeah.
Have voted 8 for Alberto, 3 for Miz, 2 for Truth, 1 for Riley, and 0 for the others. So would we really want to see Miz with that belt, that briefcase again? No. I think it should go to Alberto to refill his destiny.
Yeah, I do. The great thing about this match is you have Mysterio, Bourne, and Kingston Three guys in there that are very good high flyers, which can make this match very good. And you've also got the established talent in there like Miz, Rey Mysterio, Jack Swagger's already won Money in the Bank. Miz has already won Money in the Bank. So to me, this is a better Money in the Bank, just because it's a little bit less predictable, in my opinion, than the SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match. I do expect both these matches to be very good, which is what WWE are banging on, in my opinion. And I do hope that Barrett and Alberto win, because they're two new guys that really need this, that really could do well with this Money in the Bank, in my opinion, and really do need this first title shot. And I think this is a good way of doing it. Do you?
I think they've got this Raw one pretty rounded nicely, because we can all take guesses who we think. We all think Alberto deserves it, but the fact that he's got his
contendership,
it can make you think he doesn't need to win it because he's got his chance.
Yeah,
let's give it to someone else.
And if they do,
all the others a surprise and shock.
Yeah. If they do, I do hope they give it to R-Truth.
Because again, yes, he's involved in main event, but this will give him a guaranteed title match, which I think R-Truth will need. Yeah,
definitely. And moving on from those Money in the Bank ladder matches, because let's not forget this is a pay-per-view gimmick. The match which we're going to leave for last is going to be the main event, mainly because it involves John Cena, and secondly because it involves a fantastic storyline with CM Punk in there as well. We have the WWE Championship match between John Cena and CM Punk. If CM Punk wins, John Cena gets fired. If John Cena wins, he just keeps the title. What did the fists vote on this one, NJ?
The WWE Champion John Cena, 2. CM Punk, 3. And a Money in the Bank casher, 8.
Yeah, and this kind of really shows the 3 possible options. The most boring one of the lot and the most stupidest and most bullshit one of the lot would be Cena just wins the match straight out clean, which I don't want to see. I don't want to see Cena just win this match clean, because there's so much more going into it, and it's just such a stupid ending to a storyline like this.
Well, with the things piled on Cena, I see that Cena might be able to break through that, because he always can overcome odds, so maybe he can overcome all these.
Yeah.
CM Punk, well, I think if he wins, he could either re-sign, which sadly I don't think he will, or he leaves with the championship.
Yep.
But there's also that one wrestler who would win the Raw one who could cash it in.
Yep.
I know it's kind of quick, I mean, it's a whole year to wait, but it would save the title from going out to WWE.
And it would make sense too, because Vince McMahon can just come in and say, you're my guy, cash in the Money in the Bank, get me my title back. It would work well with storyline. I also think it would work well with storyline if Punk won. Because I think if Punk wins, it'll just be more interesting. The crowd will be more into it, and it's just more, and it gives more of an effect for that Money in the Bank cash-in if it does happen, or if indeed CM Punk wins and just leaves, and it means they can change that fucking title belt if he does.
That'd be interesting. But the big question is, of all these Money in the Bank matches and title matches, what happens if the Money in the Bank casher loses?
Yeah, because we've all seen. I thought they would do it with Miz last year, to be honest.
That's what I thought too.
Maybe I do hope, because there's 2 new guys here. If two guys win it, if they lose it, it'll just make them lose so much momentum. If Alberto or Barrett or even Rhodes or Miz again or Truth lose it, then it just means they lose so much momentum. So I do hope they don't make one of these guys lose. If they're going to make a guy lose, it'd be someone who's a jobber or someone who's like an old, like maybe a Kane or something. I don't know. I know you like Kane, but you can't. You got to. But his main events are past him now at the moment, in my opinion.
Well, he's getting back up there, as we saw on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But let's just say it's going to be an okay pay-per-view. Not the best because of it just being a gimmick pay-per-view. I'm not a fan of them. But I think it should be an okay pay-per-view.
In my opinion, we've only had 6 matches announced, which is a bit disappointing for me. I do want to know what I'm going to get before I buy it, before I go into this. It's just a great thing that it's free, because at the moment I don't think I'd want to pay for this the way it's been hyped. I don't think this has been hyped very well, and the only real thing I'm looking forward to are the Money in the Bank ladder matches, because they're always good and I always love them, and I love the concept of Money in the Bank, and the championship match between John Cena and CM Punk, just because that storyline is really interesting.
Well,
even though they kind of fucked it up a bit recently, in my opinion.
Sadly, they did. All I'll say is that I'm looking forward to the ladder matches and also the Divas match.
Oh, fuck off. Stop lying. Anyway, we do hope this does provide a pay-per-view, and we do hope the Money in the Bank ladder matches provide us with new stars, because it's something that WWE has really failed to do so far, and let's hope that the Money in the Bank ladder matches do allow that to happen.
Because SmackDown, I'm saying they're the ones who need more of the new faces in the main event. So I'm hoping that SmackDown does its justice and give a new face into the main event.
Or even a heel, because that just suits the heel a little bit better. But anyway, I'd love to about Barrett. I just want Barrett to win, because I just love Wade Barrett, and I do think he deserves a main event spot.
And the Raw one, well, I think Raw's doing okay in main event wise.
Alberto, though, just because they moved him over to Raw, and he's lost a little bit of momentum, in my opinion.
So I lift him up, yeah.
Shall we just leave it there, NJ?
Let's leave it there.
For okay thoughts on the pay-per-view. If WWE do things right, it could be a good pay-per-view. But if they do a bullshit ending in the CM Punk John Cena match, then it really is going to grade this pay-per-view down a lot. That has been our thoughts on Money in the Bank. Me and NJ giving our thoughts there. NJ, just give the people a WhatsApp because you know that's what they want to hear.
What's up?
Don't milk it too much, but whatever. Anyway, those are our thoughts. Put your thoughts in the comment section below, of course, and we'll see you on Sunday for the Money in the Bank review, which we'll be putting out Sunday night, of course. Thank you very much for watching once again, guys out there, and thank you very much for voting on Facebook to all the guys on Facebook that have added us on as a friend on there and a part of our group. Thank you very much once again. I've said that enough now. So, goodbye.
Money, 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 money. Money!